one of the neat features, or options better yet, that you can choose to get is what we call a hinge rail. So when we install a stair lift, the rail of the stair lift is gonna go past the first step and it's gonna stick out at least 12 inches. So if you have a doorway or a hallway or any obstruction where it's not gonna allow someone to go walk around the rail, we don't want it to become a tripping hazard. So what we offer is what we call a flip-up rail, which is known as a hinge rail. It would manually flip up right about here. There's a joint and a hinge rail that allows the rail to flip up, so when it's not being used, there's nothing on the way. Once it's ready to be used, you flip it back down and you will be able to exit safely into the ground level, onto the ground level. If you don't want to have to be dealing with the manual hinge rail, there is a power hinge rail available where it will automatically powerly elevate and it will automatically powerly lower, so it doesn't get in anyone's way. So the Bruno stair lift is the only stair lift manufactured in the USA. This particular unit has a lot of nice features. It has a toggle switch that allows you to control the unit up and down. We can switch it from left to right if the person is right-handed or left-handed. It also has two wireless call center controls, one from the top, one from the bottom. So if there's more than one person using the stair lift and one person left it upstairs, the next person can call it back down. Another nice feature, it has a beeping sound, which it allows the unit to speak to you by beeping, and the amount of beeps that you get would allow us to know what's wrong with the unit. It also has an on and off switch. So you could turn it on and you can turn it off. If you're gonna go on a vacation, you could turn it off. Once you're back home, you turn it back on. It's operated by 2 batteries. If they ever need to be replaced, we have them in stock at all times. The way it works is it takes a small charger to be plugged in at all times. You don't need to modify your electricity. You don't have to modify your home. It's an easy plug in, plug out if you ever want to remove it. The charger is right here. Very small. The only thing the charger is doing is sending a trickle charge to the circuit board, and the circuit board it's what's charging the batteries. This particular unit comes with a 2 years full manufacturer's warranty plus a 5-year full manufacturer's warranty on the rack and pinion drivetrain mechanism. Electropedic gives you an extended limited lifetime warranty for no additional cost for the life of the unit. If anything ever breaks, you will never pay the full retail price on any parts. The most you ever pay is our cost. Electropedic does not make 1 penny on parts whatsoever. Whatever their cost is, that's going to be your cost. Electropedic has their own service department, their own technicians, and their own parts. And we service our units within 24 hours if we ever get a call that a customer needs service. They're also the oldest dealer of Bruno Independent Living. If you ever need a call, you can ask for Kane Garcia, that's me. I'm a certified installer and I'm a certified representative. You can reach me at area code 800-435-5040. Hello, my name's Kane Garcia and I'm with Electropedic Stair Lifts. I'm certified to represent all manufacturers: Bruno, Acorn, Holly, Handicare, Harmar, and more. I want to go over some features on different options you can get with different stair lifts. For example, here you have a manual swivel seat, but there's also a power swivel seat available where all you do is press and hold the toggle switch and it automatically swivels for you. You can also get a power footrest. So here you see the manual folding footrest. The power folding footrest, all you would have to do is fold up the seat and the footrest would automatically fold up. Okay? Now, at the very bottom of your stairway, your first step, the rail of the stair lift, it's going to stick out 12 inches. So, if you have an obstruction, like a doorway, a hallway, and not enough space to walk around it, we don't want this to become a tripping hazard. So what we do is we offer an option called the flip up rail. That means that the rail will flip up right about this position here. It has a hinge rail that allows the rail to fold up. So it allows the rail to get out of anyone's way. So when the unit is not being used, the rail is flipped up. Once the unit is going to be used, you flip it back down. Now, if you don't want to have to be doing it manually, you can also get a power hinge rail. So the unit would automatically powerly elevate and automatically powerly lower. Other features you can get are like different colors on certain manufacturers, not all. If you want your unit to look pretty, you want it to be a specific color, there is some manufacturers that allow you to choose any color you want from the RAL color chart. And there's also units that are curves that take turns. Those units you can also get any color you like. I also want to let you know, if you have a very narrow stairway, under 30 inches, we have a lot of manufacturers that also come from Europe, so they have a really nice European style, which allows you to go over real tight corners or real steep angles, and it would also come with a dual style rail. So if your stairway is under 30 inches, we highly recommend to look into those, because those are designed for very narrow stairways. Also, I want to let you know, when you call me, you want to ask for Kane Garcia, because I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Is your stairway straight? Does it take turns? If you're standing at the bottom of the stairway looking up, do you think the unit is going to belong on the left or on the right? I don't expect you to know the answer, but if you were to guess, approximately how many steps you have? Is it going inside or is it going outside? With those questions, I will be able to at least give you an exact price of what it's going to cost you. And then, from there, if you want us to come out and assess your home, we can come out without any cost to you. You can reach me at area code 800-435-5040. Hello, my name is Kane Garcia, and I work with Electropedic Stairlifts. Electropedic Stairlifts has been around since 1964, which is over 52 years now. They are medically accredited, Joint Commission accredited, and they're rated A+ in the Better Business Bureau since 1989. They also have their own service department, their own technicians, and their own parts. They are the oldest dealer for Bruno stairlifts in California. Sorry. This particular unit here is the Bruno Sre3050. This is specifically used on a straight stairway, indoor. This particular unit has a slim rail, so it doesn't take up too much space. It's what we call a taller rail. It's also a modern day battery operated unit, so it works off of batteries. There's a charger that needs to be plugged in at all times. All the charger is doing is sending a trickle charge to the circuit board, and the circuit board is what charges the batteries. It's very quiet, it's very smooth, and it's very low maintenance required. It's a rack and pinion drive mechanism. This particular unit, it's a very smart unit. It's riddled with safety sensors, so if anything was to get on the way, your foot or anything, the unit is automatically going to stop. It's not going to hurt anyone, it's not going to hurt itself, or it's not going to hurt anything. I'll show you how it works. You would sit on the unit, put the seatbelt on, press and hold the toggle switch the direction you're heading. Once you get to the top of the stairway, this unit has what's called a manual swivel seat. You can swivel to a 90-degree turn to exit safely onto the landing. Once you're ready to go back down, you swivel back to the riding position and you do the same thing. At the bottom, you do not need to swivel the seat because the unit will stop flush with the ground level, so you will be able to exit safely onto the ground level. This unit has a lot of nice features. For starters, it has what's called a continuous charging strip. So it does not matter where you stop the unit on the rail, the unit is always going to be charged and fresh for every time you want to use it. When you're not going to use the unit, you can fold up the armrest, fold up the seat, and fold up the footrest. So it gets out of any other person's way that wants to use the stairway as a normal stairway. This unit would only take up a total of 13 inches away from whatever obstruction behind the unit, whether it's the wall or the banister or anything. All of these stair lifts attach to the tread of the steps, not to the wall or to the banister. The reason why that unit is beeping, it's because it's letting you know that the charger has been unplugged or it's not getting any charge. So it kind of communicates with you. It lets you know when something's wrong. The Acorn stair lifts has a lot of nice features. It has a diagnostic screen here. It has an on and off switch if you want to turn the unit off if you're going on vacation. It has a key lock if you want to prevent someone from using the unit. You're able to remove the key so no one can use the unit and then put the key back on to be able to operate the unit. This particular unit is a modern day battery operated unit. All it takes is two 12-volt 7-amp batteries. They're completely sealed, non-leakable, and the charger has to be plugged in at all times. Now the charger is right here as an example. Stays plugged in at all times. It does not pull a lot of energy from your electricity. All it's doing is sending a trickle charge to the circuit board, and the circuit board charges your batteries. When the unit is being used, it's working off the batteries, kind of like a cordless phone. When you're talking on the phone, the batteries are working the phone. When you're done using the phone, you put it back in its housing. Same thing with the Acorn. When you're going up and down, it's working off the batteries. Once you're not using it, you're going to park it at the very top or you're going to park it at the very bottom.